Alright, so this is the motor neuron. It is a cell in the brain that helps direct the brain to tell what to do throughout the body. The motor neuron has plenty of parts. For example, starting off with the dendrites. This is a branch-like substance that receives info and sends it right to the cell body. The cell body contains the nucleus, which is kind of like the captain of the cell. It sends directions throughout the cell to tell what to do. It sends it through the axon, which is covered by the myelin sheath. The myelin sheath contains Schwann cells, which is a fatty tissue that speeds up communication throughout the neural efficiency.
Alright, and these are the terminal branches which is connected by the buds, and the sending neurons into synapse where the neurons can either receive info which the neurons can receive info by receiving neutrons or go through reuptake, which is basically when they get sucked back up in. And yeah.
The process that takes place in the axons is called action potential propagation.
Okay, so then through the axon, first off, the cell membrane is like to be permeable, so it chooses what goes through it or not. And then so the first step is that the axon is in its resting potential, which means it's polarized, so it has positive ions, which are sodium, on the outside, and negative ions, which are potassium, on the inside. So then it needs to reach the threshold to be able to start the process. So then it turns depolarized, and then it goes back to being repolarized, and then it reaches back to the resting potential, and then it needs a refractory period before it can fire again. And it's basically an all or nothing response.
And including that, these buds are basically the neurotransmitters that allow this to happen.